Perhaps some of you have wondered, what is the world's most vicious animal?
Johnny, toxic masculinity, is that something we should be bloody worried about? Toxic masculinity, Johnny? Well, I think it is a bit of a thing. And bear in mind that we here at the Ask Johnny channel, we have no time at all for blokes who go around hitting women or are violent to women. That's just not part of the bloody, it's just not part of the bloody... Well, we got no time for that, that's for sure.
But do keep that in the back of your mind.
But what about this bloody, this other stuff, they're opening doors and all that sort of shit? There is a toxic masculinity, they reckon, and it's all to do with, blokes opening doors for ladies and throwing their coat down on a puddle like they used to in the old days. What? But Johnny, working for the Ask Johnny channel in the research department last night, I came across this bloody video. Have a look at it.
It's the disease that's hiding in plain sight. It can be in your neighborhood, in your car, or even in your bed. That's right. It's called toxic masculinity, and over 40% of men are affected every day. Worst of all, toxic masculinity is contagious. So if you're infected, you need to know right away so you can avoid spreading it to your friends and your family.
A disease?
Are you or a loved one suffering from toxic masculinity? Look out for these warning signs. Even the faintest whisper of facial hair. If you have a mustache, schedule a checkup. Mowing the lawn instead of letting your wife do it for the sake of equality. Oof. Not good. Let your wife break the lawn mowing glass ceiling today.
Yeah, lawn mowing. Oh, that's a contentious issue, that's for sure.
Eating meat on occasion. A disease like toxic masculinity can quickly change your diet. If you find yourself leaving your vegan avocado quinoa toast smoothies untouched in favor of wolfing down some bacon-wrapped bacon, you might have toxic masculinity.
So, Johnny, if you were a chick, a lady, a woman, would you be offended if some bloke opened the door for you?
Holding the door open for a woman once in a while. Wow, this one is really bad. You need to do better if you're going to beat this thing. Man's got to know his limitations.
Now, the experts say it's all sort of tied in, this sort of opening doors and all that sort of shit. That's all sort of tied into men taking advantage of women, they're all doing all the housework and all that sort of shit. Well, we would like to think we did something.
Thinking about the Roman Empire, even once. Even thinking about the Roman Empire one time can be a deadly omen. Further stages of this disease can cause men to think about worse things, like the Galactic Empire, the Kingdom of Gondor, or the Imperium of Man. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only toxic masculinity.
Well, he's got a point there.
And finally, being a man who does not hate himself. This is the most telling sign. If you're a biological male and you don't hate yourself, toxic masculinity is already coursing through your veins. If there's going to be any hope of recovery, you need to begin hating yourself today. If you or your man are showing one or more of these symptoms, contact your medical professional today. Get help before it's too late.
So, Johnny, do you mean to say that in years to come, and not too far away, men and women they'll be treated just the same? There'll be no blokes opening doors for ladies and all that sort of stuff? But we're on dangerous bloody ground here, Johnny, talking about that shit.
Sometimes, yes.
What if some woman, with this toxic masculinity, I don't know where it's going to end. I've got a lot of experience in my life, Johnny, dealing with females. Heaven forbid. I've had thousands of bloody women, and they all seem to appreciate getting some flowers. Getting some flowers and having the door open for them and the chair maybe pulled out for them when they're going to sit down at a restaurant. You don't see that very often these days, Johnny. They all seem to appreciate it. So what's a bloody bloke supposed to think, for Christ's sake? I don't know.
It begins on a warm evening some years hence.
We love each other. What are you going to do about it?